Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I'm trying to get my phone set up with this water bottle. We got a water bottle here on this here little stand. I ain't got no tripod, so I got a little towel rack and my phone leaned up against it, and I got a water bottle behind the phone. So I highly doubt this is going to work, but we gonna see. Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. A lot of y'all fancy. A lot of y'all all fancy, and you got all this here production. Oh, got me a tripod, got me a light kit. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted to pop in and talk to you. It's a thing that's happening today a whole lot, and that is taking men who are taken, approaching women. And I get the question from women all the time, you know, why, Tony, why are taken men approaching me all the time? And I did a video again another time trying to explain it, but trying to explain what the man is reading in the woman. And then, you know, some women took offense to that because they're like, oh, it's nothing wrong with the woman. It ain't the woman's fault. It's a no good man. And I thought that would already be understood. Thought that was, that's a given. Duh, he's a no good man. But a taken man don't just approach any type of woman, because he has to read that woman and see if this woman looks like she is not gonna require so much that he can get away with talking to her on the side. And so the thing on the flip side of this, what you have to understand, this is what you got to understand on the flip side, why it's happening so much. The reason why it's happening so much is because a lot of men, see, as men, and I'm going to say we, even though I'm not talking about myself, I'm going to say we, just so that I'm not looking down on men and talking down on men without admitting that I'm a man too who had to grow and who had to change. But we as men, we have a very short attention span. And that's why it's so important that your man has a relationship with God and has a relationship with himself and knows who he is. Because men have a very short attention span. And men get sidetracked very easily. And if a man is not mature, if a man is not committed to something in his life that's bigger than him, like God or his purpose, then a man is going to do the normal. He's going to do the bare minimum. And so a lot of men, it's kind of like these men be looking for a side piece, meaning like a side dish. It's almost like when you're on a meal plan and you on meat and vegetable, but then on Saturday you want you some chocolate cake, red velvet cake, a piece of Popeye's fried chicken, a greasy piece of pizza. And what you being told and what you telling yourself is this is kind of resetting your metabolism, keeping your metabolism in check and Y'all gotta forgive me now, my chair be shaking and all that, be vibrating. And it's gonna help you continue to burn calories. So what a man will take and do is a man will do the same thing with women. A man will take and say, oh, well, let me get this here woman that's like, steak and potatoes. But then let me find this woman over here that's like red velvet cake. That's like piece of Popeye's fried chicken. And get me something a little different. Give me a little variety. And so men love variety. And that's why you see so many taken men approaching you. He's looking for variety, and he's thinking out of his selfishness. He's thinking out of his greed. He's not considering your heart. He's not considering his woman's heart. He's just thinking about his own lust and fulfilling his own lust. So you got to realize and understand that, and then that's why when you meet a man, you got to thoroughly vet him and test him to make sure that he is not taken. And when I say test him, I mean you need to ask him, when he asks you, can he come over to your place? You need to ask him, well, no, can I come over to your place? And you need to get that yes. And then on the day before or the day of, you can say, hey, I don't feel like being in the house. Let's meet at such and such restaurant, such and such place downtown. But the fact that you got that yes, it lets you know a woman don't live with him. That does not mean that he is not taken, because she might not live with him. So then the next thing what you want to do over the first 3 weeks of talking to a man, you want to talk to him at different times each day. You want to get a 6:30 a.m. conversation in to make sure he don't live with a woman, that a woman ain't staying the night with him. Get your 6:30 a.m. You want to get you if he work night shift, you want to get you a 10 a.m. conversation in. Make sure he ain't with no woman that work night shift too. Or she may work day shift. So you want to get you a noon conversation in on the third day. You want to get you about a 4 p.m. conversation in. You want to get you a 8 p.m. and a 10 p.m. You also want to try to get you a midnight conversation in. Now, none of these times are inside of the time you allowed to talk to a man. You really ought to be talking to a man outside of your work hours on the phone. So either your lunch break or talking to a man after work, but not within 1 hour of your bedtime is your normal. But them first 3 weeks, you got to kind of test things out, because a lot of taken men today cheating. And so that's why these type of tests are approved. Now, men ain't gonna like it now. Men ain't gonna like it. Men see this video, they're gonna be mad with you now. I mean, they're gonna be mad with me. But it is what it is. This is how you protect yourself from dealing with a taken man. Because see, a lot of women get with a taken man, and then you end up getting bamboozled and run amok. And then when you done fell for him, that's when it comes out that he's taken. So it comes out that he's taken after you done fell for the man. Now you done fell for the man, and now you telling yourself, well, if he dealing with me, if he talking to me, he must be available. Or their relationship must be broken. He must be about done with her. And then some men will tell you that he's taken. Now I'm gonna tell you now. This is a thing. This is a thing now. If a man tell you without you finding out, without you asking, if a man tell you he got a girlfriend, he don't respect you at all. A lot of women think, oh, well, he being honest. No, yeah, he being honest, but he being honest because because you don't look like much to him. Now you can look good now. You might look good now. You might look good in the sight of the Lord. Because you can look good in the sight of the Lord now. So you might look good in the sight of the Lord, but you might not look good to him. So understand what I'm telling you. So in that case, he will tell you, yeah, I got a girl. And I remember when I wanted to cheat one time. I was in a relationship, met somebody at the Walmart, just shot my shot. And then as soon as she texted me, I was like, hey, I just want to let you know up front, I got a girlfriend. Never heard from her again. To God be the glory. I'm glad she had respect for herself. Because that's what you're supposed to do. But do you know the amount of women that a man could tell, oh, I got a girlfriend, and she's like, oh, well, okay, well, I guess we could just be friends. And she would willingly play herself because she liked what she saw and she desperate for a relationship. And so she will deal with this man. And this man got no intentions of leaving his woman. But the woman will think that, oh, if he talking to me, their relationship must be weak. No, their relationship could be strong. It's him that's weak. The woman think the relationship's strong. The woman will rate the relationship 10 out of 10. It ain't the relationship that's broken, it's him that's broken. But he keeping the relationship front together as far as she know. That's what you got to understand. Y'all got to forgive me now because I got to take a deep breath every now and then. I'm holding my breath trying to suck my stomach in. So y'all got to forgive me because I'll be on here, because with the way this chair got my back pushed out, I'll be on here looking like Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall. And so this is what you have to understand. This man could be fully taken and he will lead you on and you'll end up falling for it because of the companionship, the good conversation. The other way taking men get you is when a relationship get to a point to where they going through the motions, the woman used to being in it, the man used to being in it, and now this here situation is set up to where, you know, he don't have to do much. He could have a whole nother relationship and you not know it. And you not know it because he got the time to talk to you. Like right now, I'm talking to you. Right now, I'm talking to you because my wife is out with picking up our sons and picking up dinner. So right now, I'm talking to you. Guess what? I was talking to you at 10 a.m. because my wife was in the room laying down. And then guess what? I'll be talking to you tonight at 9 p.m. because my wife will be, you know, folding clothes or doing what she do. Because we done been together 15 years. So she not breathing down my neck. So I'm talking to you 3 times a day. Now, yeah, I'm on YouTube. And this ain't no relationship, no dating relationship. But this the same way at work. My wife don't know I'm on YouTube. I could right now be on the phone with another woman. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times what a man will do is he will lull a woman to sleep. My voice vibrating because my chair vibrating. Y'all forgive me. He'll lull the woman to sleep. And then she get complacent and she close her eyes. She stop paying attention. She start watching the signs because she think she just got her a man. She thinks she made in the shade. But if that man don't have integrity, now he playing both of y'all. And a lot of men doing this now. A lot of men will do this. That's why I tell y'all to keep your legs closed. But it's some women who so ready to get in that bed and open their legs because they so ready to prove that they bought it. And they talking about, oh, a man ain't gonna wait on you if you don't want to sleep with him. A man ain't gonna take you serious, so you jump into bed and he got a whole girlfriend. And you don't even know it. Now you done played yourself. You see what I mean? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what you got to realize and understand. That's what's happening right now. You feel me? So see, this is why I try to tell you. So what you have to understand about human nature, humans are flawed. Humans are flawed. This ain't fair. This don't make sense. This ain't cool. This ain't nice. You don't like it. I don't like it. But what you got to understand about humans, humans are flawed. And so what you got to understand is you got to protect yourself. You got to, if you keep your legs closed, if you run these here tests, this is another test. Got to go out on a date, in the most populated area. The hottest restaurants, the hottest parts of town, just to make sure he ain't got no girlfriend, at least in that city. That don't mean he ain't got no girlfriend, because there's a lot of long distance relationships today because of social media and because of online dating. But that's where talking at them different times gonna help you as well. And then this is what you're gonna have to do. This is what you're gonna have to do. When you get in there, probably around that second, third month, after you done talk to this man at least 10 hours, you'll have to stay the night. A whole night. You ain't doing nothing now. And you done talk to this man several hours, so you know this ain't Ted Bundy nephew. And you comfortable, because now some of y'all doing this anyways, and then want to act cautious when somebody else give you some advice. But you need to be around that clock. See what kind of calls coming in. Guess what? Still don't tell you everything you need to know, because he can have that phone on do not disturb. Have that phone on do not disturb. And this woman, this right here, and now this the other lesson. This other lesson is for y'all who got a boyfriend. Do you see what a man could be doing when you can't reach him and he's not at work? That's not his work hours, and you can't reach him. You see what he could be doing? Now, he might not be doing that, but that's why you got to scratch a lie and find a thief. Like Ray Charles' mama said on the movie, scratch a lie, find a thief. That's why you got to use your intuition. That's why you got to read between the lines. That's why you got to pay attention. That's why you really got to be looking. You got to be looking. You got to do whatever you can do to pay attention and make sure that you're not with a taken man. Or make sure that your taken man is not dealing with another woman. You got to cross your T's and dot your I's, because this is happening way too much. And as men get beside ourselves. We get beside ourselves and we get complacent in our relationships, and then we getting greedy in life, and we lying to women, we juggling women, we playing with women's hearts. And I'm gonna tell you to the men, you better stop playing. You better stop playing, because for one, you blocking all your blessings from God. Everything you getting in your life, it's all you're doing. And you don't have God's favor when you playing with these women. You ain't got God's favor. I'm going to tell you something else what you're doing wrong. You're going to mess with the wrong one and get stabbed or shot. Play with it. Play with it. You're going to mess with the wrong one and you're going to get stabbed or shot. And see, this is the thing. For y'all women who know a man taken, you're going to play yourself. Because you don't know that woman. You don't know that woman. That woman will stab or shoot you. And if things get too hot in the kitchen, that man will stab or shoot you too. Do you see the lady? Did you see the headlines of the Marine or the Army guy? I think he was in the Army, who shot up the car, shot and killed a woman that he was dealing with because he married and he's sleeping with her. She come up pregnant. She tell him she pregnant. He asked her to get rid of it. She say no, he took her life. He took her life thinking that he was gonna get away with it and avoid getting caught by his woman. Now, this might not be all the details. It might be other details. You know, it could have been he got mad, and that's just his PTSD or his CTE or just his temperament. He got mad and took her life. And it could have been he wasn't trying to hide the baby. I didn't even read the article. All I need to see was the headline. Married man take the life of the woman he was sleeping with after he found out she pregnant. Now listen to me now. Listen to me now. Now, think about this now. This is for, not speaking of that case, but let's say that was the situation. That right there proves to women that everything could be fine in a man's relationship and he would cheat just because he is a low down, dirty dog. It don't have to be. A lot of times men today try to make like, oh, it's the woman's fault the man cheating. She's not doing something that he needs. Because if the woman was not doing something that he needs, he would not care about hurting her feelings by getting another woman pregnant. He would not care. He is a low down, dirty dog. And see, this woman, and I think it said the woman, y'all forgive me if I'm wrong, but I thought I read that the woman got 5 kids. I could be wrong. But I could have swore I read that yesterday when I seen it. I've seen this article, this headline 3-4 times. But if that's the case, if let's say she had 5 kids, which I got clients with 5, 6, 7 kids. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. I got clients with a lot of kids like that. A lot of times, for you ladies with kids, don't get desperate. Don't get desperate for a man to the point that you settle for a taken man because you feel like no other man is gonna want you because of the amount of kids you have. Do not settle for a man just because you got multiple kids, and especially a taken man. Because that taken man could take your life if things go wrong. If you get tired of him lying to you, telling you that he's gonna leave her for you, and it's been 2 years, and you fed up and you like, well, I'm finna tell her. I'm finna send her our videos. I'm finna call her. I'm finna stop at her by her job. I'm finna let her know. That man could say, just like that, do not get desperate for no man just because you got multiple kids and you feel like the pickings are slim, so you want to settle for this taken man because that man could take your life. Do you hear me? Stop dealing with taken men. And stop trying to work, and don't even worry about and wonder so much why taken men are cheating. It's because he's a dog. It's because he has not matured. It's because he's living as a low life and he's okay living as a low life. He feel okay with that. So you got to understand that, okay? Understand that. Realize that. Get that through your mind. So, hey, this is Tony Gaskin. You know, be careful out here. Make sure you thoroughly vet this man and do everything in your power to find out if this man is taken. There's no way to find out 100%, to be honest with you, unless you living with him. Unless you living with him. But that still don't mean he can't cheat. And if you got you a man, make sure that your taken man ain't dealing with another woman. Pay close attention to what you got going on. And also, I would say, make sure you don't ever settle. Don't settle. As soon as you know this man got somebody, go on, get out the way. Get out the way. Don't listen to, oh, we separated, and oh, we getting divorced, and oh, we not together, and oh, we together and we live together, but we don't sleep together, we don't do anything. I got a room, she got a room. Men saying that too. And a lot of women falling for it. Hey, y'all, God bless you, I'm out of oxygen. The reason why I'm out of oxygen, because I done shot more videos than this, but they ain't make the cut. I deleted them. Because sometimes be a little too real, sometimes be a little too real, raw and uncut. So I have to delete a lot of videos that I shoot, so y'all never get to see those videos. Can't even release it to the Blessed Tribe or the Growth Group just because, you know, some stuff just too real. But I'm working on it, trying to get stuff together for you. And also, the truth and the reality of men, it don't make any sense. It's hard for me to even talk about it. It don't make any sense. And so all I did have to deal with is women talking about, oh, but that ain't fair. And oh, well, you need to tell the men this, you need to tell the men that. And I just get tired of hearing that. Cause I'm like, don't you think if these men could be told something to do, it wouldn't take a random guy on YouTube to tell them? Don't you think their mama would have been able to got through to them? They daddy, they pastor, they brother, they coach, they friend, the ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-fiance. Like, if these particular men could be fixed by some advice, they wouldn't need my advice on YouTube. Understand that right now. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. We'll talk soon.